Ha 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 ha. Ooh, spooky, scary. You can't see the fire. Ooh, this is a, I don't have a lot of wax in here, so it's like super liquidy, but this is supposed to represent my scary candle for Halloween. Ooh, spooky, scary. There's cat hair in here. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Spooktober. Do y'all like my intro? I had to change it up for the vibes, you know. I had to change it up. So I'm super excited about this month because this is like my first like big special month, if you know what I'm saying. Like, I've just been doing videos straight through, so I feel like this is my first special like series. I don't know how to explain it because the Disney series was really special too, but this one right here, like, this is gonna be nice. So yeah, just to break down what's gonna be happening for this month, I'm gonna be posting videos Monday and Fridays. Mondays will probably just be like me doing stuff, not just makeup stuff, but just doing like other stuff, Halloween edition obviously, so things that relate to Halloween. And then Friday is kind of the same thing, but I'm gonna try to have special guests every Friday. And yeah, we're just gonna be doing some spooky stuff on this channel. I'm excited, and I hope y'all are excited, and I hope y'all stay tuned. I hope y'all subscribe and turn on notifications so that you don't miss any videos. And yeah, so let's get into it for today's video. Okay. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing my makeup while listening to scary stories. It's like a podcast. Hold on, let me give you the actual name of the podcast. So the podcast name is Scary Story Podcast. That's just, I guess that's just the name of it. I don't listen to many podcasts. I know there's famous one like true crimes, and you know, just famous ones. Unfortunately, I can't listen to those right now because they're like an hour, 45 minutes. They're pretty long and lengthy. I found some that are a bit shorter. That way, you know, y'all don't have to sit here for an hour. There is a lady on YouTube that does, that kind of inspired this video for me. She does like serial killer ones where she just do her makeup and listen to a serial killer podcast or like play a serial killer podcast. And yeah, it's super interesting. So shout out to her for giving me the idea of this. This is episode 1 of my Spooktober event marathon. I still don't know what to call this, like series. I don't know. Spooktober month. Let's just say that. Let me give you a little background of the podcast that I'm gonna be listening to. Okay, so this one is 18 days. I guess there's 3 stories. There's 18 days, Goodbye Friend, and The Voicemail. Y'all, first of all, I'm not a huge, I like scary movies, but I don't like being scared. So this month it's gonna be a process because I feel like it's gonna be funny to react to this, but when this camera off and it's just me, I'm gonna be scared. So hopefully it's not too scary. Okay, let me listen to this one.
We used to live in an old apartment building on the other side of town where I live now. And from what I see when I drive by it, is that the place does not look like it used to. Not one bit. The place was renovated and painted white with green fencing and borders. Back then, from what I remember, it was a dark brown and had more of a forest type feel. I remember the apartments being mostly empty, and I would bounce the ball around the main courtyard all by myself most days. I wasn't in school yet, and I used to spend most of my time playing around, making paper things and walking around the complex. It was locked, and my only instruction was that I was to stay in the front courtyard, to stay away from the parking lot. One of those times, the ball went rolling out toward the back courtyard. over where it was still under construction. I didn't find it to be a big deal to go back there and grab it. It was a hard experience to forget considering just how much trouble I got into for going after it though. The thing bounced around and ended up close to some mailboxes that hadn't been put up on the wall yet. I tightened up the Velcro on my shoes and ran after it as fast as I could. That's when I heard someone laughing from the upstairs exterior hallway by the handrail. I stopped and looked up. A boy, grabbing onto the railing, looked down at me. He looked to be about my age, wearing jean overalls and white shoes. I asked him to come downstairs to come play. He looked down and laughed, stretching out his hands for me to toss him the ball. There were other kids in the building, I remember thinking. I went toward the ball and grabbed it, and then ran toward where I was standing before. When I looked up, he was gone. I looked around the upstairs area of the building to see if maybe he had walked away or was hiding, but there was nowhere for him to have gone. It was then when I heard my mom yelling at me from across the complex. I ran back to the other side and waited for Mom to come walking up to me. She grabbed my arm and dragged me back inside. I was made to repeat the rules before I was able to go outside again the next day. I told my mom that I had met a friend. She asked me who it was, but she was confused as to who it had been. Not many families were living there, but it was a large enough complex for it to be understandable that people may have moved in without any of the neighbors finding out. Eventually, I started school and I forgot all about my friend, which I guess really had just been some kid. But when we were moving out, the car stuffed to the top with boxes and furniture, I looked at the old building, fully aware that I would never, ever go back to my same room or play in the same yards, and I waved goodbye. From the exterior hallway, the place right above our door, was the same boy. He stood still, letting go of one of the handrails with his right hand. I saw him lift it up and wave goodbye.
That one was kind of scary. I ain't even gonna lie. I don't mess with little kids and scary stuff. If y'all hear banging, my dad is like fixing something. But yeah, I don't mess with kids' laughter and scary movies and stuff like that. So that one was kind of scary. To me, it was. I'm gonna do a little more to my face, and then we're gonna listen to the last one, because I feel like I gotta catch up. So let me just do a little more, and then we're gonna play the last one. So I just did liner, smoked it out. Here we go. Last story.
The following story is about a haunting message called the voicemail. It was not even that late when I got that first phone call. I normally don't answer the phone from numbers that I don't recognize, and come to think of it, I don't usually have notifications on, and it will not vibrate half the time. But still, there I was, watching a movie on my phone when I got that notification banner slipping in from the top. At 11 at night? Strange. I swiped the notification back up and pressed play again on the movie. That's when I got a second one. A different one this time. Voicemail from a strange number. Out of curiosity, I tapped the voicemail number, unsure of how to check it without automatically calling the person back. You know that happens sometimes. I opened up the notification window to see the long list of missed calls and previous undeleted messages. Mostly spammers, dated all the way back to over a year. The play button showed up. That's when I heard it. The chants of an old woman, interrupted by the static and phrases that seemed to come from a book in various voices. Speeches and sounds that were all too familiar, just far enough away to not know where they were coming from. Something about the message made me feel extremely paranoid. When I put the phone down, all I wanted to do was turn on the light and forget that I had ever received it. Still, I couldn't get myself to delete it. Perhaps it had a message that I actually needed to hear. And despite my best efforts, I finally tapped play again and ended up going through the exact same feelings, except this time the woman's voice clearly said, "They will be with you soon." I looked directly at the curtains. The lights from the streets made only the silhouette of the dry branches of the peach tree stand out from the orange lights, heading up against the white drapes. A few minutes later of deadly silence, I grabbed my phone once more, only to see another notification. I had received another phone call and missed it. Being alone in the house that night did not seem like a nice, relaxing idea anymore. I was about to grab my things to go out for anything, a coffee and a donut, or just a drive, something that would let me know I wasn't going crazy. But while lost in my thoughts, I felt the phone vibrate in my hand once again. A new voicemail from a strange number. The message was shorter this time. 16 seconds. I watched my shaky thumb work its way up to the phone screen and tap the play button, hovering over it just in case I wanted to tap pause immediately. That's when I heard it. The dying voice of a woman, crying, telling me, "It will be with you soon." And then songs like a twisted radio flickering on and off from the background noises, voices fading in and out from the rest. I ran out of the bed and flicked on the light. I walked to the living room, turning every single one in sight. I looked at my phone and then tapped on the notification once again. Instead of hearing the voicemail, I started to hear the tone when you wait for someone to answer your call. My heart started racing once again as I looked to go back to the phone app screen to hang up. That's when I heard from the other end. "Stummer Plumbers, how can I help you?" I couldn't find the words to say anything except the soft sorry, and something that did not even sound even close to my regular voice. "How can I help you?" the woman asked. "I received 2 phone calls from this number," I said. Even though I wanted it to come out as a question, it didn't quite work out that way. She stayed quiet on the other end. "Hello?" I said, finding another way to break the silence. "Sorry, it's just that..." She then stayed quiet after that. I heard some chatter in the background, then another person came to the phone. "Can you tell us if she said anything?" the other voice asked. "She?" The phone call eventually went on for another 10 minutes or so, scattered with nervous laughter on both sides as they explained to me that a longtime employee, one that had manned the phones, had recently passed away. They thought it was her. They asked if I could send the messages for them to confirm, and I agreed to go visit them since I had used their services before and knew of their office. I was too creeped out to go. But it's been a long time. I hope they've forgotten about it. Scary Story Podcast is written and produced by me, Edwin Covarrubias. Find me on Instagram at EdwinCove, that's EDWINCOV. Or reach me via email if you want to get in touch or have an idea.
Ooh, that one was a little scary. I ain't finna lie, y'all. That one was a little creepy. I'm gonna do my lips and then I'm gonna come back to ending. Okay, here are the lips. It's definitely giving Halloween. I didn't even mean to do that, but this could be a part of some witch costume right here. This look. Yeah. Two of the stories were pretty scary to me. The first one, no, the second one and the third one. If y'all heard that one, but that last one was scary. Okay, it was creepy. Yeah. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Will I ever do this again? Probably not, because I don't like being scared. Even though the stories weren't that scary, I just don't like, scary stuff. But yeah, if I was with people, of course, but I'm by myself, me and my cat. So it's a no for me, and Princess can't help me. So yeah, this was the outcome of the look. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, new videos Monday and Friday. Turn on post notifications so you don't forget or miss any of those videos. Comment if these stories scared you, if you actually took the time and went to listen to these podcasts. I will link the episode below. Welcome to Spooktober. See you guys in episode 2. Bye.